welcome back to Dat Game Shorts. And man, I love me some midriffs.
Yeah, today's game has some midriff game.
Oh snap! You could use them as a washboard!
Deathblight RPG is based off the webcomics characters who are demigoddesses with superhuman powers, who fight demons and keep the world safe.
Now, RPG means this was made in RPG Maker, but the effort that this game has is worth seeing alone.
I already felt RPG Maker ecchi games were lacking in effort, as most of the ones I've seen use the base set assets and cash in on minimal effort, but Deathblight does the opposite. With Artist Nehru, the characters are given a heavy style. Like I said, the midriff game is strong, and the art, oh my god, the art is fucking stunning. I don't know if it's the lines or the thick eye detail, but Nehru's drawings just pull me in.
Midriffs. It's definitely the midriffs.
So our heroes have entered a city in search of baddies to beat down. And straight away, another thing that's solid about this RPG Maker game is the dialogue is solid. It feels like effort was made to give the game a story, not just for the sex appeal, but something to push it forward. The little extra things within the game's core are great too, such as Minori looking at the fish as she enters the hotel, and looking in the mirror of your hotel room and changing, all adding to that extra layer of interactivity. Combat is where things get solid and sexy.
Like my raging hard dick!
Now our heroes can attack, but must also be aware of effects that the bad guys can put on them, such as lewdness and clothing tearing, much like poison or say a perilous style of attack, where your character is hindered until it can be removed.
And the artwork changes during combat too.
The level of lewdness can take you through getting torn up and even lusted over, which is kinda like fainting, except, well, you know.
You give in to the lust.
Which in some scenarios results in some bad ending cutscenes, where the girls lose their mind in a flood of lust. For what the team has on this game, it's a good example of using RPG Maker the right way, using solid art with a great direction, and even greater writing. And of course a combat system that is solid and lewd too. Effort has been put in, and it shows. Want to follow the production of the game and lend your support? Follow them on Patreon. Updates for the game come early to those who help the lewd cause.
Well, that's it for this episode of Dat Game Shorts. I'm Shades, and remember, you get what you pay for. Good night.